G'day guys, Greg here. Well, here I am at Burleigh Heads today. I thought I'd go for my walk and a ride and just come down to Burleigh Heads. Just take a look at Burleigh Heads today. It looks amazing. Looking up there to surfers. It's about 3 p.m. The sun's starting to go down a bit. But there's all these rocks here which are really nice to just sit on, and it's just very pleasant. Actually, there's a whole bunch of birds out there just diving for bait fish, or must be a school of fish out there, and the birds are just going like crazy into the ocean, dive bombing. And there's surfers out there too, and I mean that's what happened to that surfer the other day. He was in a school of bait fish, and that's why the shark went up and got him. Poor bastard. Anyway, can you see I had a haircut today? Yeah, it's pretty nice. The old $15 haircut. You can't go wrong, can you? And I made a video as well, and thanks to everyone that came along to my my Sunday session and Saturday session. We had Scott over on Saturday night. That was a whole lot of fun. And then Brian came over yesterday afternoon, and that was a whole lot of fun too. And you know, the special big thanks to like MJ and Ricky and Steve and all those CDC and Natasha and all those people that donated. I know I missed out a few names there, but the week before I did one. And one of my subscribers, Vander James Hum, he gave me a beer fund donation, and he wanted me to try the Burleigh mid-tide. And I thought, mate, what better place to try it than, well, at Burleigh Heads. This is where they, I don't know where the brewery is, it's, well, somewhere. But I tell you what, it's just about mid-tide as well. The tide seems to be coming in, the swells drop, that's for sure. It's been huge for the last few weeks, but anyway, this Burleigh mid-tide is a 3% beer. And it's got a 3.26 on the old beer scale. And as I was sitting here, I dropped it, and well, there's a nice big dent there, but I'm a bit worried that it dropped onto the rocks. A mid-tide on the rocks, and I'm just a bit worried now that well, you know, it'll probably explode when I open it, so I just got to be a bit careful. I brought my beer glass down, as you do, seeing I'm an old pro now, but let me just carefully open this, maybe over here. Must have been resting for just enough time not to be too explosive. Hopefully the wind, I've got this camera behind a rock here, so hopefully the wind isn't too strong. But we'll go to Burleigh mid-tide because we are at Burleigh Heads. %, so it's 0.9 of a standard drink. For this, it says ale, and some other places it says it's a pale ale. So, I guess we'll find out. Oh, there's a bit of spiel on here to say. Just like the original tide conditions for perfect waves at Burleigh Point, which is where I am, our go-to ale is right in the sweet spot. Oh, we'll see. Delicious, delicately hopped to produce subtle fruit characters and supreme sessionability. There's a big word. Burleigh mid-tide's flavour belies its alcohol content. All taste, no compromise. Oh, let's see. Let's see what the Burleigh mid-tide has in store for us today. Oh yeah, quite a fruity note on this one, I must say. Smells like a full strength beer. Smells pretty nice actually. Smells great. And I tell you what, it looks amazeballs. Hey, get one of these into ya. 3%. Yes, yeah, not a bad flavour. Sort of, it's almost like, well, it's a bit watery, as you can probably imagine. Hang on. It's quite sweet. It's almost got like a, what's that fake sugar that they put in drink, like that saccharin or something? It's almost got like a saccharin sort of taste to it, which it's never a compliment. I mean, it's not bad. It tastes like beer. It tastes pale ale-ish, but it's more malty than hoppy, that's for sure. Yeah. Probably want to see this more than you do me. It's not too bad. The birds are still out there dive bombing. They're more over this way now. I don't know if you can even see them. It's just into the ocean. I actually thought it was dolphins when I first got down there. I thought, oh, there's dolphins jumping. No, it's the birds diving. Diving for dinner. It's amazing how they can go right down in the water, grab a fish or whatever, then jump back out and start flying again. Amazing. What isn't amazing is this beer. It's I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's no bluey, that's for sure. This is very drinkable. It's quite nice. I mean, it's got the flavour there. It's got a semi-full strength taste, but it's not a real full strength taste. It's at 3% alcohol. You're never going to get that sort of full flavour, but it's going down all right. But it is a little bit too watery for my liking, and well, the taste is okay, but it hasn't got that big, nice, beautiful depth of flavours. But so for that reason, I think I'll probably give this about a 2.75 out of 5, whatever they are. Even a 2.5 probably. It's probably a 2.5 actually, out of 5. So I mean, it's all right, but it's if you were wanting a mid-strength that's just below the 1 drink per tin, then it's not a bad one. Actually, I think the ladies might like this one. It's a bit more feminine sort of tasting. It's, if that is a thing. I know Natasha likes the Bud Lights, and she'd probably like one of these. So. Yeah, that's it's not a bad one, but I might even get it again though. Actually, if I had to drive somewhere and I was at a party and I wanted to, you know, just take a couple of lights or something. Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. But sitting here, I feel like on top of the world, like a prince sitting here with my beer glass, just sitting around with the scenery and the ocean and the sun reflecting. Wouldn't be dead for quids, would ya? Yes. Is there anyone watching behind me? I know there was someone up here in a hammock. There's some people walking along the path probably going, hey, what's that wanking doing? I'm drinking a beer. Living the dream. Because that's what I do. But there you go, the Burleigh mid-tide. Not my favourite, but it's not a bad one, and it's probably worth giving a go if you're feeling like a light beer or just something that's not too overpowering, but has still got some decent flavours. Anyway, that's all today. Thanks for watching. And well, I'll see you next time I drink a beer. Probably be at home actually. But thanks everyone for everything and watching these videos too, especially, you know, it's really nice of everyone. And well, don't want to get too close to this ugly nutso around. And we'll leave today's video with a beautiful sunset over the water. Cheers everyone.